Hello class, and welcome to the BCT 135 Residential Building Code. My name is Brad Fox, and I'll be your instructor. I'm really excited to get going on this term. I've been working on putting together this online class, and I'm hoping that it works out well this term. Just to talk a little bit about myself first, so that you know a little bit about me. I was in the building industry for about 20 years before I started teaching here at Portland Community College. I believe this is the start of my 6th year, so I've been teaching for over 5 years here at Portland Community College. Anyway, back when I was building, and when I first started building, the method in which I started to learn the building codes was that we would be building projects. I would meet inspectors on the job, and when they would write their report, I would bring those reports back to the office. I had purchased at that time a current copy of the code book, which was the CABO code, 1 and 2 family dwelling, and I would verify that the inspection report matched with the code. We'd make corrections and move on. Occasionally there would be some questions about what had been written up by the inspector, and not too often, but occasionally I would talk to the inspector and say, well, I've looked in the code, I'm not seeing this, or what's your interpretation, so I understand what it is you're calling, because this is how I'm reading the code. And over, not too many years, it didn't take too long, and I got a pretty good handle on the code. Since then, the state of Oregon has adopted the IRC, which that's the International Residential Code 2008 version. And then what the state of Oregon has done is they've taken that adoption and they've inserted all of the Oregon requirements or amendments. And so our current code book is the 2014 Oregon Residential Specialty Code, and it's the code that we'll be looking at during this term. Now you can purchase the book purchase a copy of the book and have it, or as you can see based on some of the links that I've provided, that book is also provided by the State of Oregon Building Department as a PDF file. And what I usually do is, when I'm working online with the class and the code, I'll open multiple tabs on my computer, go into those sections that will be, I'll be working on, and then I can just tab back and forth between what I'm working on, the code book as it's posted on the website, and then I just have a quick access. And I'm thinking that for most of you that'll probably be adequate. As the instructor for the online class, you'll find that this is going to be a lot different than what the normal in-class lecture, homework assignment type structure. Pretty much what I'm going to be doing is giving information via either these YouTube clips or written information or short instructions, and you will be doing most of the work. It'll be your responsibility to read the assignments, read the chapters, answer the questions, submit the worksheets, and my job will be to go through, take a look at those, and score them for you, let you know where you're at as far as your grading. As you begin the class, you'll find that it might be new to some of you. Some of you might have already had online classes before. But basically, once you've come into the home page, you will Then click to the Content tab, which is going to bring you into the bulk of the class. Starting at the top of the Content tab, or the column when you come into the Content tab, is going to be all the opening information that you'll need to know. Just go through each of the items as they come up, and it'll introduce and present the information that you'll need to know. The first module that you come to, Module 1, will actually be the first learning module, where you'll have assignments and reading requirements and homework to be done. And it's at that point that we will probably begin to connect more. Make sure you read all this information and understand it. If you have any questions, be sure to email me and let me know. Otherwise, I look forward to working with you here this term, and hopefully this will be a good experience for you, and that we'll be able to have a good learning environment. Thank you, students.